Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Hearthstone Fractured in Alterac Valley deck guide, I'm going to take a look at what has been the best deck early in this expansion, and that is Libram Paladin. Yeah, Libram Paladin was already quite alright in United in Stormwind. It has been quite alright for a very long time, being at number 1 occasionally and always in top 10 or something. But now it also got some really busted cards. In Fractured in Alterac Valley, Libram Paladin got the Iron Deep Trog. After your opponent casts a spell, summon a copy of this. And you have a ton of buffs in your deck, so buffing that up, boom. Stoneheart Vindicator, Battlecry draw a spell that costs 3 or less, it costs 0 this turn. So yeah, you have a Trog on the board, you play the Vindicator, you get a spell, it's a buff spell, you're going to play it on the Trog's going to get bigger, just stuff is going to happen. And Lightforce Cariel, the strongest hero card, Battlecry, deal 2 damage to all enemies, equip a 2/5 immovable object. An immovable object reduces damage you take by half, and also it doesn't lose durability, so the only way to get rid of that is to use some weapon removal. And weapon removal has become very commonplace in Fractured in Alterac Valley, in fact so much that I changed the deck list a little bit from what I recommended a few days back. This one card different. There's now a Rustrat Viper in this one as well, because yeah, in a Paladin Mirror, if you have the immovable object and you take away your opponent's immovable object, you have a pretty good advantage. Other than that, it is Libram Paladin business as usual. You're playing minions, you're buffing them up, you're just very sticky, very difficult to drive off the board. If for some reason you happen to lose the board, you have 3 ways to get it back. You have Blademaster Samuro, which can also be buffed, so yeah, Samuro can take the board back alone. Then you have Lord Barrow with animated broomstick, so Lord Barrow changes the health of everything to 1. Then either you have some minions on the board, or if you have lost the board then you don't, then broomstick, suicide the Barrow, boom, board has been cleared. And then there's just a bunch of minions with animated broomsticks, so you can play your own minions, give them rush, and boom, take back the board. Pretty much the only weakness of this deck is that it doesn't have any burst damage. You need your minions on the board to deal damage. Well, you can deal damage with Lightforce Cariel, like 2 damage to all enemies and 2 per turn by hitting face. But other than that, there is really no burst. There's nothing with charge, there's no direct damage spells or anything. You can have some significant burst, because if you have a board and then you play Lady Liadrin, Liadrin is going to give you copies of the spells you have played. If you have played some Librams of Wisdom, you have some discounts on them, they're going to cost 0, bam, 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 bam. You can whack a lot of buffs on one of your minions, and then that sort of gives you some burst. But from an empty board, no burst whatsoever. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're really looking for your 1-drops, Alder Attendant, Iron Deep Trog, Knight of Anointment. Just great stuff. Get you started, get you on the board immediately. You're going to find some buffs as well. If you have something like Iron Deep Trog, you might even consider keeping some buffs, just so that you can play with it. And in case you have Iron Deep Trog, you also want to keep a Stoneheart Vindicator, so that Trog into Vindicator buffs. Really good stuff. And another card that's unconditional keep in addition to 1-drops is the Alliance Bannerman. Just drawing more minions, buffing everything in your hand, that's just strong. I played this deck during my Legend climb this season and I won more than 70% of my games, and yeah, Paladin is just good. And now, let's go take a look at it in action. Let me try with this. Just bleeding my opponent with Big Priest without Viper. Yeah, like, I also had some of the big decks really did not seem to require a Viper for anything. Can I just play the Trog and then buff it? I'm just going to try the Trog and then Libram of Wisdom on Trog on 2, and on 3 it's the Vindicator and buff on Trog again. If it lives. They should not be able to kill it now. If they play their quest here, they're in so much trouble. Yeah. And I do like where this is going. Trog's rule. Hi, Shape of Veil. Welcome. Thank you, I'm glad that you have enjoyed the videos.
True strength comes from within.
It's just another Libram. Who knows? I was hoping for something more. Well, we'll trade that and go face with this. What if they have the spell that deals 3 to 1 and 1 to others? That's actually strong here. Man the cannons. We'll see. That one is nothing.
Really? It's not too heavy.
I'll use the broomstick to handle that. I can trade these two into that one. Go face with all of this stuff. When they get the weapon, they can kill at least one Trog. Super Game Maker. Hi. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. The Alucard 67 HP, but they have the weapon. Oh boy. They might actually survive the Trogs. I didn't really have a follow-up. I kind of started whiffing here. Started out well, but then started to whiff. I want the buff on the Trog. Just in case it gets to duplicate. A little bit more difficult to kill from 2 than from 1. Obviously 2 pirates and one of the random hits could go into the Trog. But I still think this needed to be done, so that 1 point of damage doesn't kill it.
We're gonna need more gunpowder.
Oh dear. That can go phase 2 though. Doesn't always hit my Trog. Does it hit my Trog? It hits my Trog. Sad times. Sad, sad times. And if they have a 2-cost pirate here... No, they have Shivata Timbers. Oh, freebooter. That also works. But if they hit with that, then Cariel... No, it doesn't work. That oh no, because ouch. It was tough. So I could try Truth Seeker. I guess I have to.
May the light grant you peace. I'm going to throw the book at you.
Then it's going to be have to 1 Libram here. And 1 Libram there. But the random effect doesn't kill this so easily. We'll see, it's still going to be a fight. It's not over. Now they don't have to worry about spells anymore. They still have 5 cards in hand. 2 more pirates and they get Rokara. Alright. Then where do the random things go? Oh, they lost the random roll. But, do they have more stuff? Another pirate and they get another 2 rolls. They got another pirate, they got another 2 rolls. No, they don't, they get the Rokara now. Of course, no rolls, no rolls. Right, good. Okay, I need to be setting up lethal here. Going in with the Hand of Adal. And the Librams. 1 Libram in case they get a Sword Eater. Right, 1 Libram here. If they get a Sword Eater, I need to use Cariel and a Libram to push through that. Yeah, this has to be it. It needs to be like this in case they play a Sword Eater here. This is lethal through their Rokara. They can't play Rokara. They can kill this with Shivata Timbers. Well, not with one unless they face tank it. It has enough damage to kill them unless they armor up. So they can't just face tank it without armoring up. It's probably ideal. And I have the Cariel Libram, so if they play a Sword Eater, I have a Rush minion to kill that, and then this goes to face. And I like Trogs. Trogs are fun little cards. As long as my opponent doesn't have them. If they have them, they're nasty and should be deleted from the game immediately. At least no turn 1 Trog. Probably need to go with Attendant into Coin Bannerman if they don't Trog this turn. But if they didn't Trog last turn, they're unlikely to Trog this turn either. Need to do the Coin Bannerman, trade away their minion. Wish I could find some buffs for the Trog. A Noble Mount would be perfect. Can I get 1 Noble Mount, please? Use a question mark to hit legend today. Awesome! Congratulations! Trog was buffed to 3 tried coined Hysteria. Nice. That's a sweet move. So they had a Hand of Adal. Alright.
I've got this.
This goes in. I will have to play the Trog this turn. I mean, my hand does not really give me a lot of alternatives here. I just don't have anything else. I just hope they don't have a Cariel there. Because Cariel just comes in and kills the Trog. Then my Cariel comes in and kills their Cariel, but that's the only thing I've got here. No buffs for the Trog. I just can't find a buff. Well, sometimes you don't find a buff. And we just need to kill that and sacrifice the Trog. But I'll have to play a Cariel here without Cariel actually getting to do anything, but you play with what you have, and this is what I have in hand. That's all I've got. Ouch. Tough times. So I could do a Bannerman, try to draw. Or I could do a Truth Seeker. I think the Truth Seeker is better here. Take away the Divine Shield with Cariel, get the Truth Seeker out there. Gives me also options with Libram of Hope for next turn. I still need a couple of buffs on this to actually kill a Truth Seeker. There's no +3 buff in the deck, only +1s and +2s. Not a single discount on the Devout Pupil. Like, seriously? Oof, that's good though. They have had good strong cards. What can I say? I have not. But I can still find some.
Really? It's not too heavy.
And I mean, the Noble Mount isn't exactly great either, though. I don't have anything better. The alternative was that Libram play. Libram plays a little better next turn because I can also hero power. So I get something to chip out a Divine Shield, which I would not have been able to do now. But also having that Noble Mount means that's also something that can do things. Chip away Divine Shields at the very least.
Really? It's not too heavy.
Okay. No, not the Broomstick. They have had really good cards and I haven't. That's tough, but it's the way it goes sometimes.
Wait to read these.
It's a big board.
I can't
Well,
wait to
play
read
the
these.
Attendant. We play the Libram and we play the Hero Power. I have Varian. And Varian will draw my Samuro. I haven't seen a Libram of Wisdom yet.
For the alliance
Let's see.
of my family.
They have at least one Holy Spell in hand. And with the way they've been playing, I actually thought it was going to be a Libram of Hope, but I mean, they have both Librams of Wisdom available, I have none. That's incredibly strong for them. And incredibly weak for me. Well, Little surprised that they want to sacrifice minions, because they have 2 Librams of Wisdom. Why on earth would you sacrifice minions? That was awful. Well,
Woe betide those who set themselves against me.
maybe that gives me a chance. I still need to kill the Trog, because I don't know. They can now, of course, use their Librams to kill Varian. But I just don't know, like, if they have Librams of Hope there, then they can lock me out of fighting against the Trog. Apart from Barrow, Broomstick, I suppose.
Set themselves against me.
Ah, and they have the Librams also for Varian if they want. And getting that Divine Shield on it. Ooh, too strong. That stuff is just too strong. I don't have a single Libram, they have both. They only had 1 Libram discount, by the way.
Good study session.
Have you seen the new Control Warlock? I have not. Unless you mean the Tikatus list, which is a joke deck. It's not a real deck. Do I just have to wipe this board clean? The Broomstick and Barrow? I think I may have to. There's too much stuff I have to. Need to play the Broomstick. Could have also just hit Barrow there, but yeah, we'll do it like this. It's not great. Yeah, the Tikatus Mutinous list is a joke deck. It's not a real deck, it's a meme. It is able to hit like close to 50%, but it's still a meme deck. Another board.
Our hardships only strengthen our resilience.
Not good.
May the light grant you peace.
Running out of saddle.
Now I can at least do this. And kill the 8-8 instead of the 6-6. Not freeing the Librams yet.
Our hardships only
One of
strengthen.
them was Cariel. I don't have the Viper.
True strength comes from within.
Do they have spells left? They have a Noble Mount left. Ouch. That was the worst case scenario. A lot of stuff had to happen there. And it did. A lot of stuff did happen there. Actually don't want to buff that one, right? Do I even want to hit into that? Not particularly, no.
Remember the
I want to hit into that with my Cariel here. Then I want to Libram Hope my face. Then I want to play both Devout Pupils.
I do love a good study session.
That's 10 damage there. I can buff this one. This is acceptable. Alright, they have only 2 cards in hand, so I just might be able to win this. I've seen the Samura, I've seen the Barrow. They need the Lady Liadrin. If they can find their Lady Liadrin... One of the 2 cards they had in hand was Lady Liadrin, in fact. That's a little annoying. Just the tiniest tiny bit annoying. Okay.
Saddle up.
I have only found one Libram of Wisdom in this game.
Out of time.
The iron is mine! Is mine!
We have a Trog. Okay. I'll have to kill that Trog before I start casting spells. So this one goes here. And I will hit there. I have just enough power here to kill the Trog. But they won't get multiple Trogs.
Running out of time.
As long as they have minions, because they have so many Librams, they're just going to smack through anything with those. It's going to be tough. So many Librams there. While I have this one. They have an army of Librams and I have one. Well, their draw was just immensely better than mine. What can I say, really? But now they're not killing this. That means that I can kill their Ancient Guardian. But am I going to die next turn? Not unless they can find the... I'm at 48. This Libram buff is going here. Then we're playing the Liadrin.
Remember.
I can face tank this. I can kill it.
Running out of time.
I can Libram of Hope my face. Give that one Libram too. Okay. So they have 9 Librams of Wisdom. That's a good chunk of Librams of Wisdom. How many minions do they have left? They have a Libram of Hope in the deck, right? They have an Aldra Truthseeker left. They have a Bannerman. They have a Knight. They have an Attendant. Every card they have remaining is a minion. 5 minions. And with 9 Librams. So each one of those minions is going to have +9/+9. But I might actually have enough here to win this game. Thanks to this Rusted Viper here.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
Samuro could kill both of these now.
Light guide my patience. True strength comes
It's
from
Samuro
within.
time.
My blade
Okay, so we do it like this. I think we can handle this. They have a lot more Librams than I do. But they have no rush minions left. They can't get a quick attack here. 9 Librams plus 4 plus 4. So plus 13 to each minion. But I can handle that. I think. I have 2 noble mounts, so I can noble mount the Samuro twice. They have 3 minions left. $17. I'm just face tanking that, am I not? Then pushing with these.
My patience. Remember the fallen.
I can just face tank 17, it's fine. I sacrifice the Liadrin.
For the shattered sun.
Free some of the Librams here. To a noble mount on Samuro. Then Samuro kills that. Then I can play the bigger Trog here. I can play a Libram of Hope. This one can go face. And they play Librams and I get more Trogs. I guess I could have buffed the Trog. Even bigger Trogs, but a Trog is a Trog. Well, that game. Turns out that the winning card was actually the Rustroth Viper. That made all the difference. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and check out my Twitch channel.